What's going on, everyone? It's Craig with Reflect out of Salisbury, Maryland. Just wanted to show you a quick little, I consider, upgrade that I made for our being able to fill our buffer tank. And this is a real easy do-it-yourself project. Not a lot of experience or knowledge about plumbing to be able to put this together. So let me just show you what I did. Before I actually get to the actual project, most of you guys are already running these type of systems where on your high pressure end of things, you basically just have a port and you're just using your reel for storage. And I got thinking about it. Why can't I do the same principle with this as with my garden hose? I have 175 feet of Flexzilla 3/4 inch, and we're a two-man operation, and so water is always an issue. And it just hit me. Every job, what we do is we literally pull out this whole 175 and we hook it up to the customer, and it was running through the 45 down into the reel, out through a swivel, through the filter, and into the tank. Well, that's a lot of restriction, even for a 3/4 inch hose. And true, we could have just screwed it apart and did the first 75 feet, but then what are you going to screw it into? You're not going to take it all off and screw it into the end. So long story short, what I did is I made two ports for quick connect. Now these are your typical, you can get these in Lowe's. They're just your garden adapter hose quick connects, and $8 for a pair of them. And so what I did is I put on the inside of the reel, basically, I'll show you where I'm at right here. So this is the first 75 feet. So that's what it looks like if you were to take this whole hose off. That's what it looks like going into the reel, and all that is just to clamp it so that it'll reel up. And so as I go, I've got my first 75 feet. I got it roped out into, let's just say, the customers, and boom. Nice direct feed. You're not dealing with a lot of restriction. You're not having to run through 175 feet of hose or 100 feet of hose. In this case, I have a 75-foot run. In a lot of cases, that'll be plenty. So I've got 3/4 inch adapter. It's like a slip fit. I'll just slow that down so you guys can at least take a look at it. But basically, you're just adapting pipes to make it fit the thread that you have for garden hose on the end. Just some slip fittings, a 3/4 inch T with a ball valve. Now I'm running a DI tank for the occasional window cleaning that I do, and so that's the reason why this looks a little more complex, is so that I can turn this on, turn this off, and run it through my DI tank. But if you're not doing windows, then you don't even have to worry about that. That would be this setup. So I have two ports. Literally, it's just a ball valve to shut off the water if I wanted to. Runs down to a 3/4 inch filter and directly into the top of my tank. So a lot of times we'll do dual feed. We'll do two runs to kind of keep up with water. But again, this is just a way of doing it with the least amount of restriction for your garden hose. And water's the name of the game. So if you can kind of cut down on the friction and get a nice good flow, then that can buy you a lot. So just thought I would share that with you guys. Real quick, easy do-it-yourself project to get the most out of your buffer tank and get the most out of your garden hose hookup. All right guys, hope that helps. Have a great day.